Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and this offseason might just bring one of the most exciting developments for the Green Bay Packers in recent memory. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade involving Trey Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals to the Packers. And if it happens, it could be a game-changer for Green Bay's defensive front and their pursuit of Super Bowl glory. This isn't just idle speculation. Sources are pointing towards a trade that could significantly bolster the Packers' pass rush, a unit that's been a bit inconsistent the past couple of seasons, but has all the talent to become a dominant force once again. Talks have been heating up, and some insiders suggest that the Bengals, facing a tight salary cap and with extensions pending for their star wide receiver Jamar Chase, are exploring ways to free up some cap space. Hendrickson, who's been a key piece for Cincinnati, might be on his way out, especially given their interest in reallocating resources. Reports indicate that the Bengals are open to trading Hendrickson in exchange for a second-round pick in 2026, a move that could fit nicely into Green Bay's plan of strengthening their defensive line without breaking the bank. The Packers, after all, have been prioritizing their secondary recently, especially after some injuries and inconsistencies in their pass defense. But adding a player like Hendrickson could be the perfect piece to elevate their pass rush and overall defensive performance. Now let's talk about Hendrickson himself, because he's not just any edge rusher. Over the 2025 season, he was a terror for opposing quarterbacks, logging 13 sacks, 47 pressures, and earning a stellar 91.2 PFF grade. His win rate of 35.6% shows how often he's winning his matchups, and his ability to disrupt the pocket is second to none. Hendrickson's TFL, tackles for loss, total of 17, along with 5 forced fumbles, highlights his knack for making game-changing plays. His run defense grade of 89 foreshows he's not just a pass-rushing specialist, but also capable of setting the edge and stopping the run effectively. And despite some minor injuries, just a single game missed due to a shoulder, Hendrickson's durability has been impressive throughout his career, with minimal time lost to injury. Looking at his career, Hendrickson has accumulated a total of 60 sacks and over 200 pressures, maintaining a high 90. One overall PFF grade across his time in the league. His style is reminiscent of a tenacious predator, akin to Khalil Mack, with relentless motor and disruptive ability that can turn games around in an instant. His presence on the field elevates the entire front, pushing the defense to new heights. In fact, his impact is comparable to some of the most historically significant trades in recent NFL history, like the one that transformed the Raiders' defense with Max Crosby, who has racked up an astonishing 160 pressures in a single season. Hendrickson's disruptive play can do the same for Green Bay, especially when combined with the likes of Rashan Gary, who, despite injuries, remains a key piece of the Packers' defensive puzzle. From Cincinnati's perspective, the move makes sense. With a salary cap of only $12 million and extensions pending for Chase, they need to trim some fat from their roster. Hendrickson's current deal, valued at around $25 million, is a prime candidate for restructuring or even trading. The Bengals are reportedly cautious about their ranking, being ranked 15th among edge rushers with a PFF grade of 77.8, and their defense has struggled at times, giving up 24 points per game. They're looking to rebuild with younger players, focusing on the future after a somewhat inconsistent season marked by turnover-worthy plays averaging 3.9 per game. The trade would free up vital cap space and allow Cincinnati to invest in their offensive line and younger talent, all while trying to keep their core intact for a playoff push. For Green Bay, acquiring Hendrickson would be a massive statement, pairing him with Rashan Gary, who's already shown flashes of elite pass-rushing ability with an 88. For PFF grade could transform the Packers' defense into a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. This duo would give Green Bay a formidable edge rush, capable of elevating their sack total from around 45 to potentially over 60, with pressures increasing by over 32%. The impact on their ability to disrupt defenses would be enormous, especially considering how they'd be able to pressure the opposing QB more frequently, leading to more sacks, forced turnovers, and overall defensive dominance. The potential chemistry between Hendrickson and Gary is exciting to consider. Hendrickson's relentless energy and proven track record of producing sacks and pressures could perfectly complement Gary's explosiveness. Their combined presence would force offenses to double-team or shift their blocking schemes, opening up opportunities for other pass rushers and linebackers to thrive. Plus, this move could significantly help the Packers against divisional rivals like the Detroit Lions, who have a potent rushing attack averaging 4-5 yards per carry. Hendrickson's ability to set the edge and disrupt the run game would be crucial in containing teams that rely heavily on their ground game. On a strategic level, this trade would also help the Packers manage their salary cap more efficiently. By trading away players like Preston Smith or even restructuring contracts, Green Bay could free up around $7 million in cap space, money that could be reinvested into key areas, including the defense and some draft picks for youth development. It's a smart move to build a roster that's both competitive now and sustainable for the future. The addition of Hendrickson, who's shown the ability to elevate his game in high-pressure situations, aligns perfectly with the Packers' goal of returning to championship contention. Their offense, led by Jordan Love, has been solid and shows promise, but it's the defense that often makes or breaks playoff runs. Hendrickson's arrival could be the piece that pushes them over the top. Looking ahead to the Super Bowl picture, the impact of acquiring a player like Hendrickson could be substantial. His ability to collapse pockets and sack quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins or Jared Goff could make a real difference in close playoff games. The Packers' odds to win the NFC and reach the Super Bowl could see a noticeable boost. Earlier in the season, when they were at plus 1,800 to win the Super Bowl, a move like this could bring that down to around plus 800, reflecting increased confidence in their defensive prowess. Historically, players like Hendrickson have been catalysts for playoff runs. Think of the Bengals, surge with him on the roster, or the way a dominant pass rush can flip the script in postseason battles. It's a move that signals the Packers are serious about contending at the highest level, not just for a fleeting moment, but for sustained success. Of course, any trade involves some risks and uncertainties. Will Hendrickson adapt quickly to Green Bay's scheme? Will the Bengals be willing to part with such a talented player for a second-round pick? And how will the Packers' cap situation shake out after making this move? These are questions every fan will be pondering, but the potential upside is undeniable. A dominant pass rush, paired with a solid secondary, could transform the Packers' defense into one of the scariest units in the league. This could be the start of a new era for Green Bay, one where their defense not only supports their offense, but leads the charge towards another Super Bowl appearance. In terms of recent history, the Packers have been building a strong identity on both sides of the ball. Their offense has been consistent, with Jordan Love progressively developing into a franchise quarterback. The defense, however, has had its ups and downs. The addition of Hendrickson could be exactly what they need to solidify that unit and create a balanced team capable of competing with the best in the league. It's a move that's not just about one season, but about setting the foundation for sustained excellence, a true statement of intent from the Green Bay front office. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you believe Hendrickson could be the missing piece that takes the Packers back to the Super Bowl? Are you excited about the idea of pairing him with Gary and other young talents on defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. We're on the verge of what could be an incredible offseason, a bold move that might define the future of this franchise. So keep your eyes open, stay passionate, and let's see how this story unfolds. Go Pack, go!